But I think AI has changed and developed so rapidly. I think it's 3 and something years since the release of ChatGPT in 2022. So we've moved through a number of different phases of what we think AI is potentially doing. I think, at the very beginning, there was a whole sort of when it's going to destroy mankind and the world will be a burning fire and so on. And I think we're past all of those sort of concerns. We've kind of calmed down in that respect. But we're still, in terms of the benefits, I think that we have not yet really understood what the possibilities are. I think people are still looking at that little box and thinking, oh, it's some version of Google. So they're writing some version of Google searches into that box. They're getting more sophisticated about it. When you talk to the most sophisticated student users of generative AI tools, they're incredibly sophisticated. They're using this model to do this thing. They're using different models for different things, but they are very much the cutting edge. And we should assume that most students will be sort of in the middle of that bell curve. But at the moment, the key benefits are that many students have access now to a fairly reliable source of knowledge that can help them reformulate, re-understand concepts that, as they're presented traditionally through lecture, through reading, etc., they wouldn't otherwise have been able to do. So you imagine you're a first-year medical student in Mexico City or at UNAM, and your lecturer is talking about something and you don't understand it. And you're in a class of 100 students. Now you have the ability to use ChatGPT to confirm your understanding of that so that you can move on and better understand what it is that you didn't understand and therefore build that strong foundation. And at the moment, I would say that that's the primary benefit, is that you have this personalized, always on tutor that for sort of the vast majority of, say, basic science learning can provide you with trustworthy answers that you would be able to, and therefore you have, as it were, a trained teacher sitting beside you. So I think that's where we're seeing the biggest benefit at the moment. But again, I think we're in, and all technologies go through this, where AI is simply a sort of superpowered version of the technology that preceded it. I don't think we've fully come to understand a sort of an AI-centric way of using the tool to do a variety of things. And as we look into the future and we think more about sort of agentic AI, using different AI tools for different pieces of problem solving, as it were, I think we'll find more sophisticated uses where students will be able to, with sort of a set of AI agents, be able to design a more personal curriculum. Show me an animation of this, then quiz me, then do this. And so they'll be able to build a more proactive journey using AI tools. And I think that's a sort of an optimistic vision where AI tools will be able to flex with particular student learners, keep them sort of true to the curriculum, and then provide them with materials at the right cadence, etc., so that they can learn at their own pace. Now, there are a number of sort of seeds in that of things that could go less well, but I think that's a kind of a vision of where we think AI might be able to take us.